Hello everyone, this is Lindell coming to you from my craft room in beautiful Camden, South Carolina. And it's a beautiful day outside, although it's hot, but it's hot everywhere. Summertime, you know. Anyway, I was going to tell you a little something about, I'm going to do a little video and open my paper pumpkin for the month of July and reveal it and show you how exciting opening that little box can be if you like to create and you need to have everything at your fingertips to do that. First of all, I want to tell you, I did some domestic kind of duties yesterday. I boiled peanuts again, and that's a southern delicacy. And so you can see, I bought my peanuts at a local grocery store because we aren't growing them yet, but we plan to grow them next year in our L&R Farms gardens. Anywho, and that would be Lindell and Ray. My boiled peanuts will go in the freezer, and I'm going to bring them out to California in September, and there's a few people that wanted some, so they're going to get them. Anyway, that was something I wanted to tell you about. That's a big southern thing that happens, and these are delicious. They're really good. I already tried them. So, okay, let's get with it. I'm going to put the camera down, and there again, I am Lindell Price, Ivy-Den, and I am a local Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. My uplines are in California, so I'm a long way from them, but that's okay. We all keep track of each other. I have made a host code for the month of July. If you would like to go to my store, which is lindellscardescape.stampinup.net, you can choose me, or you can go right there, or you can go to stampinup.com, choose me as your demonstrator, put the zip code 29020 in, and probably a lot of names will come up, but pull mine up. Anyway, or go directly to my demonstrator website. So the host code will show up on here when I put the put the camera down. So we're going to open the paper pumpkin for July and see what's in it. I've heard a lot about it already, and it coordinates with a lot of the product, with 3 of the products actually that are in the Stampin' Up! Annual catalog. So my hopes are that I'll be able to make some out-of-the-box product with it, but we're gonna go and see what's in the box. And there again, I'd love to have you put likes on this video. I'm uploading it onto YouTube, so it'll be there, and I'll tag all the different products and the different things that you can go and look at and you can comment on. And this is something new for me, so it's going to be interesting to see how well I do it. I've done a couple more, but none of them are good yet, so there's going to have to be, there's that point in time when I'm thinking you're coming into my home, into my place, and visiting with me, and I want to share with you all of that stuff. So I'm going to put the camera down now and again show you this paper pumpkin. So let's see it together and see what happens. So this is the paper pumpkin. Paper Pumpkin by Stampin' Up! July 2019. And it is on my mind. So the first thing we do is we take our paper snips and we open our box. Okie dokie. And here is the host code. If you want to write it down, HAA44FUZ. That is my July code. And if you order up to $149 of product, use this host code. If you were to go over that, you do not do that, because you will get your own benefits from ordering that much product. Anyway, here is here we see it, and I'm doing this upside down for me. So okay, it says, and I'm hoping this is not going to reflect too much. I'm going to turn off this light and hope that this lighting is, I'm going to turn them both off, because maybe you can see better. Hopefully. This may be all a bust. We'll see. And there's what we have. And I'm going to put it aside. Every paper pumpkin has a stamp set in it. This one has "You're the best," "You've been on my mind," "Hello friend," "Happy birthday." And there's a shell, and there's a doily looking stamp. So like it said, it coordinates with our woven thread suite in the catalog, page 13 to 14. It coordinates with the Garden Lane suite, page 40 to 41. And it coordinates with the beautiful Come Sail Away, which is all about sailing and sailboats, and has a lot of masculine items that you can use to make cards or product for the gentlemen in your life, or children also. That's on page 144 through 145. Okay, so that's the stamp set. The other thing that always comes, sometimes there's more than one, depending on what the color choice is what we call a Stampin' Spot. It's an ink spot that is in this little container, and this is already has the color Pretty Peacock, which is one of our new in colors for the year 2019 through 2021. They introduce every year, Stampin' Up! Introduces 5 in colors, they call them, that come a little different in the color spectrum from what's already there, and they go for 2 years. So that's what's in this Pretty Peacock. And there's also a peacock suite in that catalog that has everything peacock and everything beautiful, and I love it. I love it. I'm going to make a card for a friend of mine who loves peacocks. Take it to California for her. Anyway, there's that. It always has this beautiful tissue paper. Usually it's always this color of teal aqua color. Sometimes, depending on, maybe at Halloween time, it might be black, or at Christmas it might be red, but generally it's this color. And then coming inside this little tissue paper, we have, wrapped in cellophane, the whole kit. All the instructions, everything you need to make the kit. And it looks like you get 3, 6, 9. There's 9 cards that you can make in here. You also can use these embellishments. There's sequins, there's twine, and there's all these cards that are already stamped, that already have something on them. And you can make something else if you want. If you take some of the cardstock, like the Whisper White cardstock from the catalog, you could always cut out yourself a regular size card and put embellishments on it and stamp on it and do something out of the box. So I'm gonna close up this for now, put this in here, and we're going to make a card from the kit. Now, I'm going to turn my lights back on, and I'm hoping that that won't detract too much from this whole thing, because my eyes are getting really bad. I mentioned in another video I did that I have macular degeneration. It was discovered on an eye exam I had last year in August, and I'm due back this August, and he indicated, the ophthalmologist indicated that it was early, I think. It seems to me like I feel like I've gotten worse. I need a lot more light to work, and I just, I'm really nervous because I really love to do this crafting, and you know, the detail work, you need good eyes to do it. So you know, I'm doing okay so far. I just need a lot of light, and at times my eyes get very tired, it seems, and stressed. So they'll burn and water, and I don't know what that's from, if that's part of it or if it's just strain. I probably need new glasses because when I went last year, I didn't fill my prescription that he gave me. He said it was almost the same as what I had. So I thought, I'm seeing okay, so I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to spend the money. That might have been a mistake, but we hope not. Anyway, here we have our product. We have, oh, by the way, can you see these little guys here? That's Ray and I when we go to the beach. Not really, but that's my dream. Anyway, we live a couple of hours from Myrtle Beach, and that's a fun time. Okay, so we're going back to the paper pumpkin. Sorry, I digress. So here you have all the instructions that you need to put this thing together. It's very easy. All your steps. So what I do is I just look at the pictures. So I'll stand this up in front of me, and I've opened everything. Put the sequins over here for now. This is your, I don't know. There's a glue thing there, I guess, that goes with, maybe with the lighthouse. I mean, with the ship's wheel. Okay, I'll figure it out. The ship's wheel, this will peel out to be a circle of sticky stuff so that the wheel will be elevated and raised. So let's make that card first so we can see what that one is like. And these are called dimensionals also. They're little shapes, they're little octagon shapes, hexagon shapes that you peel off, and they're sticky backed, and then you peel that off and they stick and they elevate your whatever you're putting onto the card that you want to be. It's kind of like a 3D look. So, okay, these pieces are not needed. And, oh, wow. And these are punch outs, which are going to be used in some way. I think this is a punch out, and these are punch outs. See, this is a different card. This is the card that coordinates with the Woven Suite set. And I'm going to take that little piece of paper out so I don't forget the name of these suites as I refer to them. And you can, if you would like a catalog, email me, Lyndell Ivey, and that's LYNDELLIVEY @yahoo.com. I'll be happy to send you a catalog. And if you get to me before July 31st, I can put you on the holiday catalog mailing list also, so that you'll get one automatically from Stampin' Up. You're not obligated for anything. They don't have your information other than to mail you a catalog. So, but I'd love to get you one if you want one. That's easy to do. So, okay, let's put these over here. These are the envelopes. So this is the size envelope we have for these cards. So that's a nice size. That's pretty much our regular A2, I believe we call that. So these are all our envelopes. And they are, okay, I see. They are not lined, but printed on the inside to coordinate with the product, that the 3 different products as far as the colors. But the beauty of all this is that the pretty peacock dye ink will match it all. Will blend with it all really well. Stampin' Up! Is really good about doing that and coordinating our colors. So, okay, that's all the envelopes. So there's 9 of those. This is the twine and a little paper clip. Let's see where that paper clip's used. Oh, it's going to be used on the woven threads, so that makes sense. Okay. These are the card bases, what we call the card bases. Oh, this is awesome. This is from the Garden Lane suite. I mean, it's the card to make the Garden Lane suite. Can you see that? It's textured with little dots. That is little raised dots. That is very nice. It's like a thicker, oh, well, the reason it's thicker is because I had 2 of them. But it's like a crafty brownish cardstock. So, and that's going to be, I love that already. I see what I know I'm going to love this. I just knew I'm going to love it all. So, okay, let's see what we have here. And then this is for the woven threads. I see that. These 3. So I put them aside. I didn't really show them to you close, but if you can see that, it will fold. They're already creased, but then I use my bone folder and just reinforce that crease so that they stay down nicely. Okay, this is the ship stuff, so I know I'm there with the ship. Okay, so there's 3, so that's to make 3 cards. So here we go. Here we have some leaves and some sprigs. That's going to go with these others. So let's do this first. Let's make a Come Sail Away. And this is in a beautiful, this is the beautiful green, and I'd say this is maybe Mossy Meadow. I'm not sure. And this is probably one of the other greens. I don't know. I'm not sure of all of them, but this is going to be the front of this card. It's going to look like this. Remember that, the stuff that our pillows used to be covered in, like the ticking they called it, I believe, and they were blue. They were navy blue. That's what these lines look like. That's what these stripes look like. The old-fashioned ticking that has to be for everybody that's old to know what that is. Anyway, that's what this design looks like. It reminds me of. If it were in the blue that matched the envelope like this, then it would look definitely like the ticking. So, okay, so there we have, and these will be blank inside unless you would choose to stamp a sentiment in there, and you could always take one of these and stamp it. You've been on my mind. They chose in the design to make to do a happy birthday. I'm hoping I'm not out of the camera range here. They did happy birthday. So I'm moving you all around. Sorry about that. So we'll leave it blank inside because that's what we want to do. And then we're going to take this little piece of acetate off. We're going to peel this stamp, and this comes with every Paper Pumpkin first subscription you get. You get a block, a Paper Pumpkin block. Now, I have other blocks from Stampin' Up, which look like this, which is this size. So I'll just use this one because I can get a better grip on it, that I'm working in front of someone. This is called a D block. So you get one of these blocks with your very first kit in the subscription, and after that you don't anymore. So that's, but you can't order, if you can't order them, I don't know, if you're a Paper Pumpkin customer, I believe you can order them. If not, I can get them for you easy if you needed one, if you wanted to to have extras. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to put the happy birthday. These are photopolymer, what we call photopolymer stamps. They're a little tacky. And I'm going to put this down right here so that I can pick it up correctly on my block. Happy birthday. Then I'm not going to open my pretty peacock here because I can give these out as gifts when I like to give people some packages for raffles or something if I'm having something that's going on. I'm going to pull my stamp pad, pretty peacock, and use that because there's a lot more ink in it for me to use. So that's what that looks like. Okay. Alrighty, let's, now there's what we need to stamp here that's going to go with this is the label. Oh, and there's also what they call glue dots I didn't show you that come with the kit. These peel off and they're sticky on both sides. They're called glue dots to adhere things down. So it looks like they might have used this square. So I'm doing this exactly the way it is in the directions. You could choose another one. You could go a different way. And I need to ink my stamp up a little more. It looked like it wasn't inked up right. So here is, I'm going to stamp happy birthday on here and line it up. The stamps you can see through. It all makes it very easy. And lift. And there we have it. Can you see that? There we have it. Okay. I am going to clean my stamp off. We have a chamois that we can order from Stampin' Up! That makes it easy to clean. Let's move this over a little bit and let's move the ink pad away. And then this is the chamois. And then I kind of stamp off, what we call stamp off a little bit on my scratch paper. So then it cleans a little better. So that's what I do. It's just a damp, it's damp. You just keep re-wetting it, rinsing it out and re-wetting it, and that's how that works. Okay, so now we have this. We have some clouds, and we're going to put the clouds behind. So this whole sheet is for one card, so that's how this is going to work. So here are the clouds, and you probably can't see them, but here we go. Here they are. And I'm going to take, they're not elevated, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to take my Take Your Pick tool from Stampin' Up!, which has... It's some silicone in the top, which all mine is gone, but it would usually pick up, so you can use it to pick up something, or it has on the end, and this is a wonderful tool to have. It's in the catalog. It has two ends. It has a little scoop type thing, and then it has the pokey tool, I call it. So we're going to put these behind. And I don't think it matters which side they're on or whatever. I'm going to put just two because I don't think we need more. They'll stick down nicely. Ooh, that came loose. Okay. Just have to be kind of careful here. This is fun. I love doing this. I'd like to get you interested in it too, if you're watching. Okay, so now we're going to pick this up. I don't have nails anymore. My fingernails are just all messed up. And we're going to put these clouds. I'm going to do this a little bit different here because I'm I'm in a different direction from where I want to be. But I think if we poke out this as our base, this is going to go right to the edge of the card in the center, and we're going to have cloud just showing above it a little bit here. And there's my other cloud, and we're going to have that cloud over to the other side. And it will be, let's say, like this, maybe like so, and maybe line it up. Kind of line it up with the lines on here so that it's straight. Okay. Then I can put down, I believe, this is ready to go. Even though there's the dots, there's everything you need to stick that down, I'm going to make it go faster for me by using our liquid adhesive and stick it down with that, because it's just quicker for me than picking up all the little dots. The dots are fine and work great and gives you something to do while you're trying to make the card, but this gets us through the video a little faster. So we're going to stick that down. There we go. Now there's a sailboat. What else? Let me take this away because that's not needed anymore. There's a sailboat. And the sailboat, you know, it's a punch out also, but we have a stamp set that coordinates with this that has a sailboat to stamp. So let's see how they did this. They put this sailboat like so, I'm pretty sure. So I will put the glue dots on it to make it stick down without doing the glue. Some of these glue dots are coming up a little weird. Oh, there's a little more punch out there. Okay. And I think I'll put one in the middle because it's not elevated. So, okay, then we take off these edges, these little circles. These are all over the house. They stick to you. They stick to my shoes. They get off of the desk and don't make it to the garbage. And they're in the bathroom in the rug. They're in the living room in the rug. They're wherever. They just get wherever. So, okay, so how does that look? I'm doing this sideways because I don't have my camera set up right yet to do it the right way. Now, the next thing we're going to put this on. We're going to put the wheel, the ship's wheel on. This is going to be fun. Really fun. I love this. I just love this set. This is great. Perfect. So, I'm assuming this is the back side. Now, I'm going to pull my silicone mat, and that's another product from the catalog, an accessory product. And the reason I'm pulling that is nothing sticks to it. Tape, your adhesives or anything won't stick to it. So you can work on it and still remove your product. Because I'm going to have to pull this dimensional off of this big part. What did I do with that? Oh, here we go, the ship's wheel. So these are all sticky. So all of this material, when you peel this back, is sticky. I suppose you could use this. I suppose the back comes off and it's sticky. Yep, it's sticky too. All of it is. So you could use these big pieces for something on another project. But I'm going to pull the wheel, the part that's going to go behind that wheel off. And I've got it kind of out of shape here, so that's not good. But, and it's all, let's see if we can hold it down. It's just, because it's tacky, it's going to be a little like this. So, okay, so now we have, what we have is we're ready. On it. I'm trying to see now which is back and which is front. I don't think it will matter. I'm going to make that the front. So this is going to go right on this little piece. And they've already made it work for you. You don't have to cut it up or fit it. It's just right there. So now this is going to make this wheel elevated. And we're going to put it right up here. I'm trying to arrange it, you know, if you see, if you can see this, I hope. So we put this aside, all these scrappy things. Now, the other part that goes is, and we're almost done, is these are layering pieces to put the sentiment label on. And the way they've layered it is, I don't see how they use that. I don't see that used. Unless there's something I'm missing. Let me look inside. This piece, I don't. This piece I see, which will go with our happy birthday piece. Move it all out of the way. So we hopefully didn't lose it somewhere. Here it is. Okay. This kind of is gonna layer on here, so I'm not real sure. I guess we could do this as another piece. I'm going to look inside and see what they use that for. They don't really show it. They don't. This would also go with, maybe this goes with the other, the woven threads. Although I don't believe so. It's a little offy color, but I'm not sure. I think it might go with the woven threads. Let's leave it off because it seems to me to have a little bit of a clash, and I don't think it's totally necessary. So we're going to okay, we're gonna glue this down. I'm gonna put the little glue dots on the bottom of the sentiment. If you can see what I'm working at here. The bottom. We're gonna put dimensionals on the other piece to raise it. The whole piece I mean, to raise both of them as one. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. And hope you're having a good day and a good beginning of your weekend. It's we're gonna go to the Mayflower Seafood Restaurant in Darlington this afternoon with some friends. And then we're going to Lancaster for an auction. Ray loves the auctions. So this is going to go like so. We're going to put it on, we're going to use the dimensionals that come with it. And here they are. This is pretty easy to do. I'm doing them with my fingers as opposed to a tool. You could use tweezers. You could use, you know, once you start doing this, you get really comfortable with it, and you just kind of let it flow, do what you want. There's always enough of these to use on your product. I mean, you can't totally go crazy, but you can use a lot of these. They include more than enough to work with. Oops. I'm trying to get some more fingernails, but it's not yet working. So we think that we're going to need to take some calcium anyway. We don't, and that's something that I'm supposed to be taking, but I don't want to take another pill. So, okay, let's put this right about here. Then we're going to put some twine. I'll let you watch the painful part while I do some twine, do a little bow. And it's not that hard. And I'm probably doing all of this out of camera. If I am, nobody's ever going to see this, and I've just sat here and talked to myself and made a video that went nowhere. So here we go. We're going to have a little bow. I love this twine. I really do. It just, it finishes a product nicely. And you can also order, Stampin' Up! Has the twine also as one of the, in the accessory part of the catalog. I advise you to ask me for a catalog, or just go online on the shop site and just start looking at product. You're going to love it. And it's worth... Now this little bow, they put it like behind. They put it behind here. I'm going to put it, even though it's going to have a big dimensional on it. I mean a big... one of these on it, which means that it's gonna be a little difficult. I should have put it behind. I still can, but it's not big enough. That's the problem. It is not big enough. So here we go. Let's see. I'm out of the camera again, but I can still do this. Okay, we'll do that, I think. It'll be a little bit. Okay, let's bring it back over here so you can see what I'm doing. And let's just put it like right here. It's not really the way it should be because, but we can do something else. Beta. We can just take this and put it on there, and I'm going to pull it behind. You can, you know, there's ways to do stuff. And there we go. I got it. Got her done. So that is a card. Every one of them go together just like that. They're not hard, they're not complicated. They have the instructions for you. You have pictures to go by. If you wanted to do it what we call outside the box, then you can design it any way you want to. You can do anything you want to with it. So okay, so that was one card. That was my paper pumpkin reveal. And thank you for visiting me and staying at my video for the whole time, 38 minutes and 7 seconds. So anyway, have a good rest of your weekend and stay cool. And we'll see you California people in September. Bye-bye.